It's not Friday, it's not 5 to 5, and this isn't Crackerjack. It is, however, the TV teaser, and here is your classic clip.
Hello and welcome to Springwatch 2014, the first of our programmes coming to you from the wonderful RSPB Minsmere Reserve. Now, I've got to say, I've had the great good fortune to go to nature reserves all over the world, and this is one of the finest nature reserves in the world. It's absolutely packed with brilliant stuff, and we're going to be here live for the next 3 weeks. We want to understand more about all of the habitats and more of all of the species, and on that account, we've got the place bugged. One of the key species here is the emblem of the RSPB, the avocet, and we've got a camera live on an avocet's nest. Let's go to it now. Very pertinent that we should start with this bird. A great conservation success story, thanks to Minsmere, thanks to the RSPB. And what a stunner, Michaela.
This is your sort of bird, isn't it, Chris? It's a little bit of black, a little bit of white, tiny bit of colour. It's very neat, very tidy.
It is the Audrey Hepburn of birds, isn't it, really? Sat there in a Givenchy outfit, you know, fit for breakfast at Tiffany's. We've been watching them over the last few days, and we've already noticed some interesting behaviour. Take a look at this. This bird is neat and tidy. Look at the way it's shaking its feet to get rid of the water as it begins to settle down on its nest in that rather scanty little nest that it's got there. And then look at this. It's wiping the mud off of its feet before it tucks them underneath and settles down to incubate.
Which former goodie presented the first 4 series of Spring Watch? You are watching the TV teaser with myself, Logan. Remember, either myself, Madison or Ella are here with you at 7 p.m. for a new quiz every night this month. Friends, I know you'd like me to host every night, but I do need my beauty sleep. Later in round 3, identify the famous TV titles from the pictures below, but first solve this anagram and you are looking for a game show. Round 4 is mix and match, and as usual it's all or nothing here. Pair up these cartoon canines with the shows they appear in. Woof. Woof. Round 5 now, an observation. Watch this clip carefully as you will need to use your little grey cells afterward.
David, do you have something to cover?
What?
You're the professional cover!
Mesdames et messieurs, it is not very usual for Poirot to be so near to the catastrophe.
Thank you, David.
We end with channel hopping. In the next half-minute you will be shown 3 TV programs. Were they first broadcast in the UK on any BBC, any ITV, or any other channel? Before we check your answers, if you have enjoyed this quiz, please give us a like by hitting the thumbs up. The former goodie who presented Springwatch was Bill Oddie. Chris Packham took over hosting duties. The game show in the Anagram was the Generation Game. Now let's add music to our titles. It was Big Brother. I was going to say the daddy of all reality shows, although that might be a bit of a contradiction. Our titles came from the first series back on Channel 4 in 2000. To those cartoon canines, an OD was Garfield's sidekick. Mudley was paired with Dick Dastardly on Wacky Races, and Astro was the dog with the futuristic family, the Jetsons. He would exercise on the floating treadmill. I could do with one of those. Let's see our observation clip again.
Mesdames et messieurs, it is not very usual for Poirot to be so near to the catastrophe.
Thank you, David.
The answer was red. Channel hopping was our final round. It's a Knockout was first broadcast in the UK by the BBC in the 1960s. Later revivals followed on the Welsh channel S4C and later Channel 5. It'll Be Alright on the Night first appeared on ITV in 1977. Dennis Norden presented for its first 3 decades. Cutting It, set in a hairdressing salon, ran for 4 series on the BBC from 2002. And that, friends, is our quiz. I hope you scored high. Do let me know in the comments. If you haven't joined us before, where have you been? You can catch up on our first 2 weeks of episodes here. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel by clicking the button shown so as not to miss out. It will not cost you a penny. Good night, friends.